Hi, Julia Watts here. We're with another video from the new Mini World collection from Fairy Hugs. So we're going to make another tag. Apologies about the glare, but it's quite dark at the moment outside, even though it's still daytime. Anywho, we're going to do another tag. Again, this is the Oriental tag, but it could be any of the tags from Studio Light. I do have the urban tag in stock still on my website. So I do have a plan. I've got a magnet under there for some unknown reason. So the plan is to have one of the sentiments from a February release, Songs of Love. And I want to stamp that in the background because I'm not actually going to have a sentiment as a foreground piece. So we're going to stamp that so it's going slightly off the page. Then we're going to have the little mushroom house. So that's going to go over there like so. We're going to have the new mini stone path coming down there like so. And we're also going to have the mini stone wall. Probably have it both sides. Do a little bit of masking. We're going to bring in Overad. Yeah, Overad, the dragon, up here. We are going to have a bit of a moon. I'm just going to use a stencil to put a moon up there. And we're going to bring in some flowers down here as well. We're probably going to put a cat just on there. That one kind of reaching up towards the dragon. And so we'll see how we go. So that's the plan. There's always a plan. And the acetate, printed acetate, is absolutely fab for working out what your plan's going to be. So let's start our stamping. So I'm going to put some greenery down here, but I want to stamp my background first, and then I can figure out exactly how high I want to go with my my greenery. So pop into my stamping platform. Although I'm not too worried if it's not perfect, because it is going to be a background. We're going to stamp the sentiment first, or the little verse. I've not stamped this before, so, and I'm going to use archival, so two kind of dodgy things to do really. So which I'm going to put it up against that line there, and just have it coming off the page. So you won't be able to read it all, which is absolutely fine. Let's just pop that down like that, because it's all very well not being worried whether it actually stamps well, but we do want to have it about there anyway. Okay, pick it up. And it's a big stamp, so I'm going to just roll it off and roll it on again so we don't get any air bubbles. And like I say, we're going for archival now. Archival will stain my stamp. But you know, if you know me, I'm not too precious about my stamps. They are tools for the trade. Archival's not going to damage the stamp at all. It does dry quite quickly, and it's fine to use my VersaFine Clairs on the top. So this says, believe in the fairies that make dreams come true. Believe in the wonder of the stars and the moon. Believe in the magic from the fairies above. They dance on the flowers and sing the songs of love. And if you just believe and always stay true, the fairies will be there to watch over you. It's fabulous, absolutely fabulous. Okay. Oh, I do have quite a few gaps there. Don't want that many gaps. Okay. I'll do, that's fine. Just a little bit of the background. Put that away in a moment. Then we are going to, we're going to put our greenery on first. That's what we're going to do. Let's just move out of the stamping platform. So just do a bit of planning. I know that my pathway I do want to have just coming off of the page, so I want to go green up to about there. So I'm just going to add some Rustic Wilderness Distress ink up to about there. So we'll start off of the page. That's annoying. That's a bit of low tack tape which hasn't been cleared off. So there's no way that I'm going to get my ink on there. So get rid of that. See if we can fix that. Otherwise, that's going to bother me. We'll stamp over that. We'll hide it. Don't worry. Doesn't matter what it looks like because we're going to be fine. I'm very impatient with these brushes. Very impatient. Okay. There's a bit of greenery. And we're also, while we're inking, we might as well grab, what did I do with that little disc? We might as well grab our moon that we're going to have there. And we're going to grab Hickory Smoke Distress ink for this. And we're just going to work around the stencil. To give a bit of a shadow. There we go. There's our moon. That's all the inking we need to do. Let's just clear that mess up. And let's go back into our stamping platform and do some more stamping. Need to remember where I want to go. I do want to stamp the walkway second. I want to stamp this little this is our little mushroom house, because obviously we're in the mini world, so we're working with smaller images here. So that can go there like so. So let's get that stamped, and we'll go for Nocturne Burst Flying Claret. Let's add small magnets. This is the black. The Messy Stamper. Berry Hugs are an American company. I've said this before, but I know some people might not have watched any of both the videos. You can purchase them in the UK from my website, juliawattscrafts.co.uk. If you live outside the UK, then you can get them from fairyhugs.com. That's stamped absolutely beautifully, but I'm just going to go a second time because I want it to be nice and dark. So this is where you hope it hasn't moved. Like so. That just pops a little bit more. Then we're going to add our, where's my bits from that? No. Oh, I'll put the packaging from that. I get in such a mess when I'm doing these videos. Now we're going to add our mini stone walkway. There is, oh there it is. There is a bigger one. A full-size walkway as well. So obviously you can choose your walkways depending on what size image you're working with. So that's going to come from the front door downwards. Okay. And this one would be perfect if you purchased the, let me think, what was it called? The magical keyhole. And you're looking at the mini castle. Let's get rid of that archive before I end up stamping with it. Yeah, so if you're using the mini castle, then this could be a pathway that comes from the mini castle. It's the perfect size for that. You can also, the design team are so clever. You can also use this on its side as a wall as well. So there's our walkway. Then what we're going to do is we're going to use a mask. So I've made a mask of the little mushroom house. This is woodware masket sheet. Peel the back off. And know where I'm putting it. I'm putting it there. Make sure I don't lose it. Because you can use these again and again and again. So I've just cut it just slightly inside the line. It's going to go over there like so. Okay. Then we're going to take the mini stone wall, and again there is a big stone wall, and it's interesting this as well because of the way it is, it's done so that if you wanted to extend it, that side fits into that side there, so you can make yourself a long wall. That's quite cool. But like I said, there is a full-size wall as well, so that's going to go, let's see, it's nicely masked off, but we don't want to see any of the top of the wall. Or should we do it that way? Let's do it, yeah, let's do it that way, like so. Faff, 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 faff. Hopefully I'm straight. Then we're going to stamp this again in Nocturne. Everything's going to go in Nocturne, I think, on this one. It just makes it pop. Oh, I didn't tell you, did I? The background of this is another one of my Distress Oxide sprays backgrounds, and there is a short video that shows you how to do that on my YouTube channel. I do stock Distress Oxide sprays on my website as well. This one, the only thing I have to tell you for definite is it's definitely got abandoned coral in it. I normally use 3 different colours on my backgrounds. But pretty much all of the distress colours work together nicely. Look, I didn't quite go over there like that, so let's get a Pigma Micron pen and we can just extend that ever so slightly. Okay, now I'm going to move this over because I want to put the wall that side as well. I want this to be a completely enclosed piece, just to show you that you can. So we're going to use our acetate that comes with the wall, and we're going to just pop it over there just to protect my background so that I don't get this where I don't want it. And we're going to just position that hopefully straight again. Oh, get off me. Sometimes it's easier to put it on the acetate and then move the acetate. There we go. And then remember to peel away the acetate. And then ink. We only need, let's see, I always get this wrong. We need this side. I always end up normally inking the whole lot because I get it wrong. So now we can reveal the mask, pull the mask away. I've got a pokey tool somewhere. carefully pull that away, then I can use it again for another project. So, you know, obviously it's a little bit difficult to see, but once I colour that in, then it'll be obvious, because obviously the background will, the wall will be probably a grey colour, and then this will be a lighter colour. So what have I done with that? There it is. So that will be fine. So and then also we'll disguise where we've gone up a little bit far with the green as well. So let's now just move this back over to the edge, because this is an easy way for me to line things up again. That one in the corner. And we're going to bring in our dragon of Rad. It's one of the new little dragons. There's 3 little dragons in the Mini World set, and they're all sold separately. So we can bring in our dragon like so on the edge, and then down on the wall here we're going to have one of our pussycats who is looking to play with the dragon by the looks of him. So this is one of the mini cats, and he's going to be stood on the wall pointing up to the dragon. I'll do these both at the same time. Fairy hug stamps are great. Obviously there's so many different variations of what you can do with them. The design team are fantastic, and if you join the Fairy Hugs store Facebook group, you see all of their wonderful makes and their inspirations with the different releases. And they're also on Instagram as well. So it's a really good place, you know, if you don't know where to start, just take one of their makes and just get your stamps out and copy it, and then you'll find you get to know your stamps, and you can make all these wonderful scenes up. Obviously, the more stamps you've got, the more different scenes you can make. I think I'm happy with that. I don't think I want to add any more ink to that, actually. Looking good. I hope that when I can see this in proper daylight as opposed to this semi-daylight, I don't think, oh, I wish I'd have done that again. So that's the dragon, and that's our little pussycat. Now I'm going to come off of the stamping platform and do some freehand stamping now. Block. There's my block. Oh, I wonder, shall I put a proper sentiment in there? I can't decide. No, let's not do a proper sentiment. You could do, because obviously that's a background, but let's leave it as it is. And we want to disguise this little mark here. There it is, that'll do. So there's this set here called Woodland Florals, and this is because we've got a tiny little clump of flowers here. This is perfect to use with this scene because it's to scale. Probably this block's a bit big. Have I got a smaller one? Yeah, I'll use this little tiny one. This is one of the little acrylic circles from Sentimentally Yours, and you get 3 in a set, and this is the smallest one. I think I will go for one of the greens, actually. Go for a bright green. I know which one I want. Rainforest. So if you're actually stamping freehand and it's the first time you've used the stamp in this session, sometimes it's a good idea to just stamp it off first so that you can see that it's well inked and how it's going to stamp. And that's fabulous. So we can put some little flowers down the bottom here. Like so. You could even mask off your path if you wanted to actually stamp all the way up your path. Which way around is it? It's that way. Nope. So what you don't want to do is drop it. I think I've just about got away with that. And I think that's probably all we need to do down there. I'm feeling that I want to actually mask that off a little bit and actually stamp some more around the pathway. But obviously I haven't got a mask made up. But maybe I'll do that. So I'll just break and then come back and we'll add to that. So we've got flowers going all the way along the path. Okay, so I've got a mask here that I've popped onto this little mini stone walkway, and I've also popped the mask back on the little toadstool house as well. So we're going to continue the little flowers up along the pathway. The pathway does have a little bit of foliage on the side anyway, so we don't want to go, we want to go smaller as we go along. So let's see how we can do that. You can probably go either side with that. So let's see. Let's go over there like that. And then we can go just a little bit up there like that. Okay, so now if we pull that away, that mask, okay, tool. So we've got our flowers either side there of our pathway. And we can take away this mask again, and we've got leading up to the front door. So that's where we're at the moment. I'm going to add a little bit of colour to this, and then we'll put the tag together. Okay, so I've added a bit of colour, as you can see there. I've coloured in the stone pathway and the wall and the little toadstool house, and I've added some colour to the wings of the dragon as well. So I am thinking that I probably will put an extra sentiment in here. So but actually stamp, because that's kind of quite patchy, it's a background, but I want to say something else, and that's in grey, so I'm going to go black. So let's pop our stamping platform out again. Again, sorry about the shadows. Under there. Now there's two magnets joined together. Excellent. And this is from the Fairy Whispers set. So we've got 7 individual sentiments here. We've got be still and listen, the earth is singing. Raindrops are like fairy whispers. Hope is the dream that awakens the soul. I think we might have that one. Trust the magic of new beginnings. The fairies believe in you. The world needs you just the way you are. Sorry, and thinking of you today. So I think we'll have the hope one. You can of course mask areas off and break them into separate sentences, or just have individual words if you want to. Very versatile. It's the first sentiment set that Fairy Hugs have done, because normally there's just one sentiment in a set. So I think we're going to pop it just there like so. I'm hoping I can get it straight. It is also very difficult to see around the camera and when it's not kind of natural daylight. So I normally work with a lamp as well. Okay, so let's stamp this in our nocturne. I just hope it's straight. I might hover a little bit before I put it down to see how straight it is or isn't. I think it's pretty good actually. So we're not going to press really hard because it is a sentiment and it's only a little stamp really. It's only narrow. Let's see how it is. I don't think it's 100% straight, which is a little bit annoying, as per usual. But I think we're just going to stick at that. Just to add to that. Pull that bit. I'll do that in a minute. So we'll pop this now onto our mat, our layer of tag. Something I love about Studio Light tag dies is the fact that you've got your layer there as well to go on. I use some Sentimental Yours glue, which is my favourite PVA glue. And then you can see the finished effect. These are great for bookmarks, especially this is the largest but one size of the tag. So, you know, pop yourself a little bit of baker's twine or a little bit of ribbon through the hole and you've got a great bookmark. My daughter loves these as bookmarks. She's an avid reader and so she's got quite a few of these now. So there we have it. There's our tag. You can see the full length of it, a bit of the detail of it, our little flowers around the pathway. So once again, all the products are available on my website, juliawattscrafts.co.uk, for shipping to UK addresses. The rest of the world, you can buy them from fairyhugs.com. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please like and comment, and if you're not already a subscriber, it'd be wonderful if you did subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.